Hi guys, and welcome back to Battlefield 1, and today we're going to be playing through Friends in High Places, Fall from Grace. So I'm going to shut up now, let the cutscene get out of the way, and I'll be back after that.
The bird was busted. She buried her nose in no man's land a half-mile due west of where I went down. Wilson, the poor sap, didn't make it out. But that was his bad luck. I had more pressing problems.
Right, so here we are. We've crashed behind enemy lines and basically got to make my way back through no man's land, through the German through the German trenches, then no man's land, back to the friendly lines. And this is the video that should have gone up last night, but unfortunately, due to technical issues, that being my internet being down, it's going up today instead. So I've sort of re-recorded some of the commentary for it to get it uploaded today. Now, I will be uploading a video later on, a World of Tanks one, not entirely sure what it's going to be, possibly a tips video, you know, for sort of new players and for people who have been playing it a while and possibly have just missed some of the controls and things that you can do. So yeah, that might be later's video, I'm not entirely sure yet. Now, what I've done with this one, I basically done what I did with the last video, and I've edited out the bits where I've been searching about. I mean, with that it was where I was flying around. Quite brutal, just giving people a shovel to the back. But yeah, basically where I've been searching the houses, looking for the field manuals, etc. I've edited it out and edited the sort of boring bits out where I'm moving from place to place, just to try and keep the video length down and trying to keep it a bit more interesting. And I think when I'm doing the story mode for this from now on, I'm going to ignore the collectibles, just go through the level, go through the story, and do it that way, and go back and get the collectibles afterwards. So yeah, I've got a lot of sneaking about to do. And hopefully I should be able to get through without too much trouble. Now I just kind of wish I had a silenced weapon or something that I could throw. I can't remember if you can get throwing knives in this, I don't think you can. Have a little peek over the wall, make sure he's on his own, jump over and I'll stab him in the back. Not quite sure why I switched my pistol, probably because I've got more ammunition for it. Oh, that's better than a shovel. Not exactly being sneaky though, I can hear him squelching from here. Anybody hear me? No. Just checking out. I don't think I've used those before, the tripwire mines. And some weapons we can find in here. No, that'll do, silenced pistol. Although again, I wish I had a bit more ammunition for it. Oh, beggars can't be choosers, so it'll do for now in a pinch. Now this is going to be one of the tricky ones, trying to kill both of these without raising the alarm. And I think if I could shoot one in the head and then melee the other one. Did I do it? Nope. shit's hit the fan. Oh dear. Now I've got to fight my way through instead of sneaking my way through. Stick a tripwire bomb down and completely cock it up and put it in the wrong place, obviously. I could do with not using all the ammo for this, but I've got, well, not really got much choice. There we go, should have used that in the first place. It's like a wanted kill almost. But again, getting very low on ammo. Can I get him? Not sure what I picked up then. Was that a bayonet or a sword? Just stand still. Is it? No. I don't actually know what he's doing. He just seems to be freaking out behind the barrels. Yeah, that'll do. See if I can collect some ammunition up for this. Get myself a bit more armed. Oh! Not killed everybody yet. I actually thought I had. But I really do need to collect up as much ammo as I can before I start fighting again. And with these ones, I quite like to use the recoil to my advantage. So you sort of aim for the waist and let the recoil just pull the gun up across them and take them out that way. Or aim for the chest, and normally on 2 or 3 shots it comes up and headshots them anyway. And something I do like about this game, I don't think I've mentioned it before, is how as you progress through the level, you're crawling through the mud or you're picking guns up out the mud. They're actually covered in mud. Which sounds so simple, but there's not really many games that do that sort of thing. Normally you can be crawling through the mud or picking your weapon up. Your weapon still looks like it's come straight out the factory off the assembly line. Now, yeah, completely screw up a bayonet charge, so I'll just axe to the back instead. And now we've made it to the trenches, and it's just a case of working our way through the maze of trenches, getting to no man's land, crossing that under machine gun fire, and hopefully getting home. Doesn't sound too hard when you put it like that.
Those trenches were packed full of the Kaiser's finest, but hopefully, most of them would be looking for trouble coming the other way. Hopefully.
And the trenches, they are a bit of a maze, and one of the nice things about it is that it's not just one way through it. There do seem to be sort of multiple routes through them. So you do have a bit of an option. I mean, ultimately they all lead to the same place, but it is nice just to have that option of going the different ways. But obviously that works both ways. If you can go multiple ways, so can the enemy, and I really don't want the alarm going off, getting stuck in the trenches and having guys coming at me from both sides. Put him out of his misery. Oh, somebody who doesn't sound too happy, I don't know who it is. Let's see if we can take out this sentry and hopefully nobody's going to see me do it. I do like the axe on this. It's pretty brutal. Not as brutal as the club. The club is just brutal. Just smashing him about the face a couple of times. But the axe is pretty good. See if we can lure that guard back. Probably not. Normally whenever I try and use the lure on this, I always throw it at the wrong place, or they just stop short where I actually want them to be, and it just never quite goes right. Like this. So I like it though, if you're quick enough you can take them out before they actually realise what's going on. There's some games I've played, although not for a while, they are, you know, a lot of them are getting better, but as soon as you're seeing the alarms going off and you've got no chance. But at least with this you've got that split second while they're trying to sort of figure out who you are and what's happening to, you know, put an axe in the face. Oh. Yeah, you've got to watch the corners in the trenches. See, I can't. Did I throw a lure then, or did he just see me and pop round? It don't matter. He's dealt with anyway. No, I'm not fussed about that weapon. Do you know, I've not really used one of those yet. Well, I did use one earlier, I think, but I just didn't really like it. I prefer to stick to the rifles, the submachine guns, that sort of thing. A bit of both. Submachine guns for close quarters, rifles for a bit more ranged. No, I'm not going to go over that way. Stick down low. There's lots of machine guns pointing around. Take this guy out. Hopefully there's nobody to the left or the right. It was a bit of a risk. Oh, it's paid off. And again, it's just a case of figuring out which way to go. Do I go left? Do I go right? Let's see what's around the corner. Oh, we've got a guy shoving his helmet up on his bayonet. Testing to see if it's safe to pop his head up, and not for you, pal. Let's try and distract him over this way because he's facing us, so I can't get up to him quick enough to actually kill him before he sees me. So I'll see if I can distract him and pull him this way, and of course it distracts somebody else, gets their attention. Somebody I didn't even know was there, who was just miles away and has to come so far to actually get round. But of course they're the one that hears the bloody shell hitting the wall, not the guy intended that was, you know, close. I'll wait for him to come round and give him a bit of a nasty surprise. Yeah, sometimes do get a bit impatient and take the odd risk. Although I think I did get through the trenches, in fact this whole bit, without actually dying once, and I think it's been the only bit so far. Battlefields have always been a tricky game, and if you just sort of lose your concentration for a second, that's it, you're probably going to get killed. Now we've got somebody else. I don't know what's alerted them, but they've obviously, you know, something set them off. I don't know if it was me killing him, whether I was a little bit slow, whether he heard the shell, I don't know, but something set him off. There he goes. And that was your mistake, pal, turning round. One more, just charging him, and I got the bayonet run right for once. I think that's the first one of those I've ever got right. But now everybody seems to be listening out. You know, I threw a shell near him and he couldn't hear that, but he could hear me stabbing somebody from like 100 feet away. Yeah. But I think once I've cleared him, I should be pretty safe to go over the top, crawl through no man's land, and try and get back to my own lines. Yep, that's him dealt with. Alright. Now I've got some steps here, and I was going to go over this way, but, well, yeah, machine gun behind me, so I think I'll pick a different route after I've taken care of this guy. And again, I don't know where they're all coming from, what's alerting them, but that's it now. And there's two more coming, and I just, yeah, screw it, leave him, let's just get out there. Try and get back, otherwise I could be in these trenches all day. The guys coming from far and wide to find out what those very quiet noises are that they can hear at 500 yards.
Machine guns at my back kind of encouraged me to keep my head down. No Man's Land was a maze of barbed wire, dead bodies and debris. But I held my course.
Now again, I have edited this part because it was, you know, just a fair bit of crawling and nothing really happened until you get, well, here,
that might be useful?
your crashed plane.
Wilson, we're in no man's land. We need to go now.
I can't get up.
Shit.
Hey, hey!
I'm sorry.
But you promised to get me back in one piece.
Just keep it down.
What about medals? What about being heroes?
I'm no hero.
But you gave me your word. Your bleeding word. So either you're a decent bloke who's gonna help me, or you're a lying, no good bastard who'll look me in the eye and finish it. Come on! Which is it? Put your cards on the table, Blackburn. You're not George Rackham, are you? Son of the fourth bloody Earl of Windsor. How naive do you think I am?
Let's get out of here.
So, turns out,
A lot of blood. I didn't have much time to get him back alive.
you're not a complete bastard. You are actually going to help your mate. I just did go quiet while he was talking, but yeah, you are going to help your mate. You are going to help him get back, so you want to complete shit. So, that's nice to know.
The Germans aren't really known for giving up. They did everything they could to catch us.
As you'll probably remember, at the beginning of this section, the Friends in High Places, he did cheat the guy out of cards, tied him to his chair, and stole his plane, and that's how he got into this in the first place. You wanted to be a flyboy. Whoever he was, the 4th Earl of Windsor's son, or I can't remember his name now, but yeah, he got the plane, you cheated him, stole his plane. But he did seem like a bit of a posh douche, so... Not that all posh people are douches, just that he was a douche and he was posh, so a posh douche. Before anybody who is posh starts to rant and rave in the comments section. And now, nearly back, just got to avoid the machine gun lights. And again, not a great deal happened here, it's just literally, you know, there's no spotlight, move to the cover, no spotlight, move to the cover, so, you know, it wasn't particularly interesting. And the way I've edited it hopefully gives you a bit of a feel as to what was actually going on. And that's about it, basically. We're about to go back into friendly lines. You get a cutscene, which obviously then leads us into the next section of this war story, which I think is... do you know, I can't remember, but we'll cover that one in the next video. It's something Fideli, something at Fideli. Fideli, my Latin's terrible. But we'll see that one next time, so there's going to be a bit of a cutscene to see what happens to our hero-ish. Blackburn, sort of anti-hero, is more the right thing. And that's about it, really. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll be back next week with another Battlefield episode, and later on with a World of Tanks video, now that my internet is back up and running. So, as always, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.
I brought him home because I think he's probably right. And I hate that fact more than I can tell you.
That man through no man's land? This guy's a bloody hero.
No, he's nothing of the sort. He's a cheat, a thief, and a liar. And he'll answer for his crimes. That's right.